bedroom floor. Today, I wanted to finally dive into the world of reselling clothing and trying it out for myself. When I had originally planned to move to Chicago at the end of the summer, I had gone through a huge closet clean out and had really gone through the items that I wanted to take with me to Chicago and the ones I wanted to leave here, and then the ones that I wanted to just get rid of. Obviously, those plans are on hold for the moment, but I still have a lot of clothes that I'm not wearing and I still want to get rid of. Originally, I just planned to drop them off at my local Goodwill or thrift store. However, knowing just that a lot of the clothing that does get donated to thrift stores ends up not even going to a home, it ends up getting put in a landfill or even being shipped off to another country and just burned. I wanted to really try and get this clothing to someone I know who's gonna wear it, hopefully. After I kind of pushed that out of the way, knowing that I didn't want to just drop it off at a Goodwill, I had considered doing that whole ThredUp donation where you send your clothes to ThredUp, an online thrifting retailer, and they basically do all the hard work for you, where they take pictures of it and you basically just earn commission off of it. There's a couple of stores like that physically here, so that was also an option, like one of those commission-based thrift stores where typically there's a higher chance that it's going to go away to someone. But at the same time, I really wanted to try and go out of my comfort zone and try reselling on my own. Reselling is something I've been interested in for a while, but just due to my own like social inhibitions and just nervousness when it comes to that, I've never really tried. I have Depop on my phone and I like save clothes on there all the time, but I never buy anything because I'm always scared to I don't know the etiquette of Depop, I don't know how to contact people necessarily, it's just weird. My glasses reflection is so annoying right now looking at it. I feel like I have to angle my head a certain way, otherwise it's just... I have a huge pile of clothing at the bottom of my closet. I'm thinking of sorting the clothing into a couple different piles. So one pile that I'm primarily going to focus on selling on Depop, and then possibly another pile where I take it into a physical consignment type shop. That way I can also earn money on it. I still do not have a job right now, so it'd be nice to make some money and really have some extra cash on hand and kind of do something for myself and putting things into my own hands. Update though, I have done a couple interviews and I actually have one scheduled for Thursday and Friday at Bath & Body Works, so I'm really excited and hoping that things can get figured out soon. But for now, I really wanted to try doing this and see if it goes anywhere. I know a lot of people are successful on apps like Depop and Poshmark, but I just want to see if this goes anywhere and if I'm able to do something with it with my old clothing. So step one of this process will be to sort the clothing based on what I feel would be most successful on a reselling app versus a physical consignment store. I feel like Depop has this certain kind of aesthetic you're looking for when you go and shop on there, so I will be looking for that and just seeing what I think would be the most successful on there. Step two then will be to iron the clothing and make sure it looks presentable. The pile of clothes at the bottom of my closet has been there for probably around 2 or 3 months now. I'm assuming it's very wrinkly and I want to make sure it looks its best. I want to make sure it just looks presentable and worthy of someone buying it. Step 3 then will be to model the clothing. So I'm hoping I can find a plain sheet that I can do a little photo shoot in and make the clothing just pop and look good, as good as it can look. And then step 4 will be to list on Depop, which I'm very nervous about. I'm hoping this can just be a learning experience for me and maybe something I can pursue, you know, on the side as a side hustle. I know a lot of people do that and I'm excited to try this out. So let's get started. I love this old ski jacket so much. It's my mom's ski jacket from the 90s, but I used it a couple times in school during the winter time. And it's just so cute. Like, I really hope it goes to a good home. I don't really have a lot of purpose for it anymore, and it's not really a color scheme I enjoy anymore, but I feel like someone will like it. It has this really cute logo on it. It's like that kind of radical 90s kind of thing. A dime just fell out one of the like pockets of the shorts I was carrying. Already making that money. So now that those have been put in 2 separate piles, I'm going to start ironing. I am iffy on ironing. Like, I can do it, it's just it takes forever and I don't like doing it. I'm going to sort through this pile and see what really needs to be ironed and fixed. So I am currently in my mom's bathroom because I did not want to drag this iron all the way over to my room. This thing is so creaky and old. I think it has existed for over 20 years now, but she still works. So I'm going to work on ironing these 3 garments and hopefully all goes well and I do not burn down the house. So for photographing these outfits, I really want a plain, solid background. I think it just looks more professional and better than like a closet or my brown stucco walling. Is it stucco? I don't know. I really want a clean background so these pictures look somewhat professional and more appealing, I guess, to buyers. I have a white sheet that I found. This pretty giant white sheet. There's 2 nails up there, so I'm hoping that if I kind of hang the sheet on those nails, that it'll drape down far enough to create a suitable backing. I gotta hurry too because the sun is starting to set, and I want to try and get at least the photos done today because I just ironed everything and I don't want to have to do it all again tomorrow. Hopefully this will work somewhat. I'll probably take pictures like this way. I'm just hoping that this will look decent enough and my hard work did not go to waste putting it up because my arms hurt now.
The next day.
So it is the next day. I wasn't able to take as many pictures as I wanted to yesterday because it was closer to evening time and the sun was setting and I had to cook dinner. My mom was coming home from work, so there was just, I wasn't able to get everything done. I also was looking through some of the pictures I did take and I'm probably gonna retake them. I didn't like how fuzzy and blurry they looked with my iPhone. I think it would be better for me to just do it like on my actual camera because the quality was just not great. Also, the sheet backdrop, it was very thin. I'm using 2 nails that were already above my closet to hang the sheet, but the way I did it yesterday, I didn't have like the sheet unfurled all the way. There was more weight at the top, so it was like going down, and it just didn't, it looked very wrinkly, and also there wasn't enough space for me to like be fully in the picture. I had to crop a ton of the closet background so it looked like I was fully behind the sheet. But yeah, you can see in these pictures like they're very skinny and just the quality is not there. So I'm gonna try this again. I'm also gonna try and possibly, I don't know, I want to make this bigger. Even though the sheet is placed wider than it was yesterday, I want the sheet to take up more space rather than it kind of, I want the sheet to take up more space rather than getting thinner at the top and wider at the bottom, so it's like a weird triangle. I'm gonna try and get it to where I feel the space is completely covered rather than what it is right now. So I unfortunately had to resort to using safety pins to make very tiny holes in the sheet so it would stay up completely. The ones at the top are what I was talking about with the nails. Those nails were there from whoever lived in the house before us, so I just utilized those. I'm gonna try and finish taking these pictures now, so I will be back shortly. So I just finished doing all of the pictures and I'm very tired. This is all a mess right now, but I'm gonna try and clean up a little bit, take the backdrop down, and then I'm gonna start editing the pictures, make sure they look nice and snazzy. Oh my god, what is going on? Hello. So basically my process for this was to film videos of me posing and then take pictures from those videos, and I finally just got all that stuff exported so it's on my phone. You can only upload stuff on Depop on your phone. I also need to set prices and look up a few things regarding that. Apparently the ski jacket I'm selling, it's like a luxury ski brand. The brand is called Bombshell, and I looked up Bombshell ski jacket and a lot of the stuff like that is labeled Bombshell ski jacket came up for $150 plus to $250. This jacket is vintage. I obviously probably won't charge almost $300 for such an old jacket. Originally I wasn't gonna price it that much. Yeah, I'm excited that we're finally going through with all this. There's been a couple moments where I'm like, okay, this is when I'm going to put all these clothes and try to resell them. And this time, like, I just feel good about what I'm doing, you know? I feel like I took pretty good pictures, and I'm hoping that I can maybe get a little something out of this. So I'm listing like my first item right now, which is kind of wild, but I don't know how to really calculate price, and I'm slightly worried about calculating what I should charge for this. I think what I'm probably gonna do is charge between $15 and $20 for t-shirts, and then $25 for the long sleeves and sweaters. I don't know, because I know people, I've watched like a couple of reselling videos, and a lot of people say you need to at least inflate the price slightly because, you know, the shipping and handling costs, which is another thing I'm worried about. I don't know if I want to do my shipping through Depop versus like my own shipping that I have to pay for. This is all confusing, but I'm also excited about it. I don't want to mark up the items too high, obviously, because I would not pay more than $20 for a t-shirt in any circumstance unless it was like rare or like super special. But at the same time, you know, I still want to make a profit and gain at least a little bit out of this. So I'm gonna do some quick research before I like really put my stuff for sale, just to make sure that I'm doing at least the right thing. So I'm currently reading this Reddit post regarding what is the best way to kind of price things, and I'm seeing that if it's under 16 ounces, ship on your own with PayPal shipping labels with the USPS first class. So I guess I will do that. I don't know. When I have shipped stuff, like sold stuff online myself, I just take it in. So I guess that. This is confusing. I am not smart enough to run my own business, honestly. Okay, I'm still trying to figure this out ultimately. Basically, I think I'm just going to start out by shipping through Depop because I feel it would be the most simple way to start, at least. If I'm not getting any sales or I feel that it's just not working out, I will change to my own shipping. But just like researching and looking around, I feel like it would be best to just start here. And yeah, I'm trying to just factor in costs now though, because the Depop shipping for the item I'm doing right now is an American Eagle USA t-shirt, and I'm trying to kind of calculate costs because ultimately I want to make a profit, but at the same time I don't want it to be like exorbitantly expensive. Looking on the American Eagle website, the shirt is old and out of sale, I guess. I don't think they sell it anymore because it's from the early 2000s, I believe. But most of their shirts are around $25, so it's not new, it's worn. I will put a couple of buttons of that, and so it's $6 when you take 2 kilos off because it's still not brand new today. So that put me at $23. Shipping for Depop will be about $9. And I don't include that, and if you don't want to be exorbitantly expensive, so let me calculate. So let's say originally the shirt was $5 front. Let's say the shirt was $25 because we have the most of the varieties are $5. So let's say. So this is my first listing. I did it. And I hope that I can get a sale. We'll see. Time to put like my 50 other listings up. Sorry for the very obnoxious car running sounds in the background. Kind of look like butthole right now, but it's whatever. So it's been about a week since I last filmed and kind of updated my Depop account. I only kept about 4 or 5 items up on my account at first. I don't want to put everything all at once. I think I'm just gonna do it in waves. That way there's a lot less stuff to keep track of, and I feel, I don't know, it might be easier for me to just see what sticks. I did get 1 sale so far, which is kind of exciting. I just shipped it out today. Me and the person who bought the item kind of bargained, and I ended up paying for shipping. It cost me about $5. So I did originally go with the Depop shipping. I think if I maintain, you know, just 1 package, a shirt in 1 envelope package, it comes out to $5. I think I can adjust my pricing based on that, and that way maybe more people are interested in buying, because $9 in shipping is a lot. I know I probably wouldn't pay for a shirt with $9 shipping, so I'm gonna definitely try and adjust my pricing and see if that brings in any more customers, or if this person who purchased from me posts a review. That way more people can maybe come in and see my shop and purchase some clothing from me. I really enjoyed this experience though. I definitely want to get more into reselling and Depop in general because the community just seems pretty good, and I don't know, I just really want to try and see if this can work out to be, you know, kind of like a side hustle for me. It'd be nice to have that money coming in from doing something that I enjoy. So we shall see if this ends up sticking, and I can maybe do some updates or other videos regarding this if anyone is interested. We shall see. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this or just were somewhat entertained by my first time selling on Depop escapades. Like I said, I might do more videos on this in the future because, you know, this was an enjoyable experience and I liked documenting the process. So, you know, maybe this will be a thing, especially if I end up getting more sales or feel more confident in my selling abilities. I will link my shop in the description if anyone wants to check it out. I'm gonna try and list some more things tonight, so if you want to check that out, I will link it in the description. That way you can check out my shop and maybe support me in that way, and you get a nice piece of clothing. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me as always, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye!